Well, I hear the raven going. There he is. The messenger. This is a huge new one since I've been here last time. Structure. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, this was not here the last time I was here, about a month ago. There's always a bunch here. But this one's a nice biggie. Yeah, I just love it. Wow. That's a good one, guys. You guys have been busy. Busy, busy, busy. Loving this one. I found some spectacular finds in the campground. This is really crazy. I mean, look at how those little skinny pieces are leaned up against that, though. But that's a Sasquatch thing. But this, I can't see how, you know, it's amazing to me how people just don't notice this or what they think about it. So I'm going by a tree. Look at this. These are fairly big pieces too. I'm not saying a person can pick them up, but you know, I know what goes on here. What I'm going to come up to in a minute is absolutely incredible. Now this piece is huge. Look at this over here. Okay, but what really got my attention, if you've heard me talking about fire pits, how they simulate fire pits and stuff of that nature, well, look, it is right at the base of this structure here. That just really made me happy to see that. That is cool. They've gone a little bit above and beyond with simulating the fire here. Generally, it's just some peeled sticks crossed to simulate fire and whatever, but yeah, that's amazing. If I can get a... That is just amazing. Right under people's noses. I wonder what they think. Just some kids did it, I guess. And you know, in all honesty, being in a campground, in some cases, you know, kids could be involved. But, you know, I know what goes on here. I know what I'm looking at, so. That fire pit for sure was them. Probably the structure. Do they build structures in here? 110%. You can have the rangers confirm that, but yeah. So close under people's noses is really what kind of makes me chuckle. It just makes me laugh. Every time I come by here and I see like a spectacular one right in the middle of, you know, 3 or 4 campgrounds or campsites, I just got a smile. Anyway, guys, thank you for your artistry and your magic and your love, and every time in here is an adventure. Sorry about the noise. There's a backhoe doing some work close to here. I really like this one for quite a few reasons. They've got the bark all piled up on there. There's an interesting something to note is you can see the little conchs that were placed here. Moss, all this stuff. Actually, these were all placed there. There's some rocks down there, which is interesting. Watch my step. Yeah, more rocks piled in there. Nicely constructed little place. And all of this stuff is all just placed here. I'll put it back as it is. I respect everything they do, so very interesting. Now, I wanted to show you. You know, you learn to observe things from watching how they do stuff for a long time, and then you just pick up the clues as to what they're doing or whatever. So I told you about those conchs, which is like a fungus that grows on the trees. Well, as you've seen, they put a few on there. Well, here's some that are just sitting around down here. You know, close to that. Yeah, it's like they put a bunch down here and then they took a couple and put it on that little stump structure back there. Yeah. Very interesting. A little place here again. Got a better camera now, so takes better pictures. There's a nice little structure right there. See a lot of them up my way. And of course this little baby here, there's Sue, of course. I like this. I like this. I like the ferns on the bottom all placed there, and then of course this. We just had a big tree crash too. Now I don't know if it was just fell naturally or whatever, but it was loud. Big tree came down. Yeah, that is. They're around here. And then of course this thing over here. I took some videos of this before, but I don't know if it was the camera or what, but it did not turn out good. But I love this over here. They got the bark pile on here, and it's yeah, just stacked on there, layered on there. Really neat. And of course they got a bunch of ferns underneath again. Yeah, this bark is just kind of placed here. With a few pieces. Get that back where it was for them. That is super cool. Very cool.
Some velvet velvet morning when I'm straight. I'm gonna open up your gate and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life and how she made it in some velvet morning when I'm straight.
Flowers growing on a hill, dragonflies and daffodils learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm gonna open up your gate and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life and how she made it in some velvet morning when I'm straight.
Flowers are the things we know. Secrets are the things we grow. Learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight,
Flowers growing on a hill,
I'm gonna open up your gate
dragonflies and daffodils
and maybe tell you about Phaedra
learn from us very much.
and how she gave me life.
Look at us, but do not touch.
And how she made it in.
Here, Sue and I were in a completely different place, but with the same kind of conditions, around a campground, and you know, absolutely the same kind of thing that we find, at my area. And look at that. There's a Y stick in there too. A lot of the same telltale signs. Goes right in there pretty good. Yeah. Pretty neat. Yeah, that's pretty cool for sure. Hello.
Hello.
Check it out, guys. What are we seeing here? Look at that. That looks like a big Y stick stuck in that stump, by golly. And man, Sasquatch connected. Yeah, they're trying to reach out to these people in the campsite. Reaching out, wondering if they see them. Doing it, slowly, gently, to see who has the eyes to see and maybe question, and then their journey might begin from there. That is so cool. I love that Y stick. Absolutely love it. And look at over here. What in the heck? Okay guys, now guess what? If you think a person made this, you got a serious problem, because I don't see a person making that. There's absolutely no reason to. But what it looks like to me is that, you know, probably just a real little guy. This is awful small, really small. Here, I'll put my foot there to kind of show you. See, it's not that big. It's only like a 1.5 feet tall. That is so cool, and that is extremely compelling. Even more compelling than some of the big ones, because, you know, there's always a chance people make some of them. But, sorry, I'm not buying it with this one. Wow. The new stuff in here is phenomenal, and I've only been here like 20 minutes. Well, I'm gonna keep walking around and see. Oh yeah, here we go again. Check that out. Nothing special, but very, very typical. Very, very typical. Yeah, just sticks on top of the stump. Hey, how's everybody? I found a really interesting find with some few trademark things that I find that tell me that these structures that you can see here in the distance, I'm going to get over to in a minute, are not man-made. Some of the signs that they did it. One thing very interesting here, I just wanted to point out, is this rock here. It is taped up and has some string wrapped around it. Doesn't look that significant at this point, but bear that in mind, because we will be walking over here. Excuse me. And here's a little pile of their supplies that I like to call pickup sticks. Quite often I'll see little tinier ones with a lot more in them that are peeled and whatever, but these ones kind of apply to what's going on in the structure that we're going to be looking at. And they're a little pile of sticks, and they're all wrapped up with the string, like wrapped all around it and kind of in a bundle together. If you can see that, kind of they're all tied up. Now here is one of the dead giveaways I was talking about. This Y stick here, powerful symbol for them. And the fact that it's right in front of this speaks volumes to me. Here's the actual structure. Now look at how many little pieces of sticks are in there. Cleaning up. And I'm trying to figure out what they got. Holding it up in the middle. They got all the branches and everything on top. See if we can see what they got leaning up in the middle. Oh yeah, they got a piece, I guess, going down the center. Go to the other side. You know, A is an extremely important symbol to them. And here they utilize tape and string. Now I don't see what the string is actually being used for. This is a little thing that they just leaned up against here. And the string is just slapped on there, and then the tape. And that looks like an A to me, so really, really interesting. They will utilize anything that they find. Excuse me, to relate a little story. One time I was in this area and I found a structure like this, and it has some string in it. And by the way, there's another little Y. By the doorway. I'll destroy in a second. And over here, before I forget, here's another little bundle of sticks wrapped up with string. So anyway, I saw this structure and I thought, well, string in it. I knew by this time that they utilize string and anything really to that they found handy. Just whatever opportunity presented themselves, they would, they would use. And but there was still that lingering doubt because I saw string and a teepee kind of structure, and I thought, well, here's just kids or what? There's always that little bit of I wonder, even though you really know. So anyway, just as that thought was crossing my head, I looked down, or actually my friend was with me, Randy Barnes, and he looked down and he pointed something out just at the time that that thought was crossing my head. And there below me, or below us, I looked down on a perfectly aligned, centered T-glyph. Now normally I would find these glyphs with peeled sticks and whatever, but in this case, the horizontal piece was made of a peeled stick, small peeled stick. The vertical piece, centered perfectly in the middle of the horizontal piece, was made of the same string as was in the structure. So that was my, as soon as I seen that, I had my immediate answer. That's how they answer stuff. It was immediate, and it was, yeah, we do use these things. It was just another confirmation, or a wake-up dummy kind of thing, Slow learner maybe, but in any event, yeah, they utilize all that stuff, and this is a fun one, especially with that big Y there. And then it's got, like I said, the little supplies that they use in a couple places. Very, very neat.
Never been this blue. I never knew the meaning of a heartache. But then again, I've never lost love before. Somewhere down the road, maybe all those years will find some meaning. I just can't think about them now, or live them out anymore. Stand tall, don't you fall. For God's sake, don't go and do something foolish. All you're feeling right now is silly human pride. Oh, stand tall, don't you fall. Ooh, don't do something you might regret later. You're feeling it like everyone. It's silly human pride. Never lasted so long. No. Hope you so much, hope you so many. I just can't believe I could throw it all away. Sometimes late at night, when there's nothing here except my old piano, I'd almost give my hand, make you see my way. I'm gonna stand tall, oh, don't you fall. Oh, for God's sakes, don't do something foolish. All you're feeling right now is silly human pride. You got me on my knees, oh mama. Stand tall, oh, don't you minute later, you're feeling it like everyone. It's silly human pride. Oh, stand tall. Oh, don't you fall. Oh, you got me falling again for you, lady. You're feeling it like everyone. It's silly human pride.
And this is this amazing structure that Mitch found. Just great. The detail on that roof. But this is the funny part of it. This is the really cute part of it. You see this fern down here? Kind of at the doorway? Well, it's an ornament. It's just an ornament. It was just, it's just placed there. Decorative. Isn't that beautiful? And we're going to go around here. That's just fascinating. We've had a couple beautiful first days, couple sightings. Energy has been amazing. It's just been really, really wonderful. Everything we could hope for. Look at the sticks put up in there. And that usually indicates clan members. Look at this one over here. It's actually stuck in there. Just little funny little things. And then the roof from this angle is just amazing. Of course, on the other side, it has the same kind of thing. Yeah, that is just incredible. Just love it. Here we are at our camp. And yeah, thank you guys for all the love and everything you've given us. Actually, Sandy discovered on the way to the outhouse today, she discovered a beautiful heart drawn in the sand. Not just the outline, the entire shape of the heart was like scooped out of the sand in a beautiful heart shape. And talk about a beautiful welcome. Thank you so much. This is remarkable. Look at this. These ferns are going all around this stump. Now, I've never seen anything quite like this. I've seen them do a lot of stuff with ferns. But just follow me around here. It even goes here. Around there, goes around this tree. Now, you know, the first thing I think is, you know, well, this has got to be people. I mean, some of the stuff you find is just too good. But this campground's been closed for 2 weeks now. These ferns are like, they're like no longer than a day old from what I can see. They're fresh. They're freshly picked. You know, and then you get the trademark, you know, this is Sasquatch stuff. This thatch roof kind of thing. The moss here on the stump on the bottom, Sasquatch thing. You know, ferns in there, another thing. But then you get stuff like this, and you start to wonder. Look at this. Now that one on the right is put together with like really, really old, rusty, like ancient, rusty. Piece of metal. Like, this is really, really old, this thing. It's hanging here, but you know, you start to wonder about stuff like that. But Randy and I were here, and he just walked off somewhere for now. But you know, we were really, really feeling the energy. And you know, I gotta say that he said he actually saw this about 10 years ago in here, this kind of thing. So really, really quite remarkable. Look at how it goes around. Just fascinating. Wow. Just fascinating. You know, like I said, there's always a chance that people are involved. But these ferns are fresh. Nobody in this campground. A lot of the stuff I'm seeing here is definitely Sasquatch stuff. They do work with ferns. They're extremely creative and clever. I don't put anything past them. Sometimes they do stuff that's so good that, you know, you have me wondering, guys. But I'm getting that energy. I mean, and Randy had the energy. They're definitely watching us right now, and they, yeah, I think they made this. Well, I know they made some of it, but I think they did the ferns and everything we see here. I think they did it, and wow, amazing.
Everything is bleak, it's the middle of the night. You're